guys, hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to show you guys how to style an apron belly. But before I do that, I want to explain the difference between an apron belly and a fupa, because sometimes we mix this two. Excess fat in the lower abdomen and it overhangs for some people down to like their thighs. A fupa is excess weight in the abdomen down to the pubic bone. And there's not too much of an overhang. It's just all excess fat all around that area. Typically people get an apron belly if you've had a baby in that area where the baby sits. It's really hard to lose because the muscle goes away over time. So when you're working out, you can lose weight all over your stomach, but you'll have that overhang because it's not attached to a lot of muscle. So it becomes really difficult to work out. So you get it from pregnancy, like I said. You get it from excess weight gain to excess weight loss. And sometimes it's also hormonal issues. So somebody like me was going through perimenopause. I've noticed that. And then menopause also can cause that. So pretty much you get so much excess fat that it starts hanging over. So typically, you know, there's shapewear. But one of the things I don't like about shapewear is that they're constricting. And another thing is sometimes they don't do a good job. They'll hold you in so tight that your stomach looks weird. Like the shape is just not right. So I tend to find ways to style my clothes where I don't have to wear shapewear as much. I mean, they're needed sometimes, but I just feel like sometimes they don't do a good job. They give you a weird shape, and then they kind of make everything so tight that they bulge in a weird way where your waist or stomach doesn't look right. So I always try to find ways to style without using shapewear. So over the years, as somebody with an apron belly, I've kind of figured out things that I can do to help. Okay, as far as dressing goes. So one of my favorite things to do is to use a belt. As you guys can see in this video, I took this dress and I put a belt. And when you put a belt, especially in the smallest part of your waist, people look up there and they're not looking down. And also when you wear something that's away from the body, you'll notice that, you know, the focus is not on your belly. So sometimes wearing like bodycon dresses and really tight clothes really exaggerate that area. So you want to wear things that are like A-line skirts. I'll put examples. A-line skirts that move away from the body, fabrics that are flowy and away from the body, and also sometimes maybe high-waisted. If you're somebody who's like maybe a 5'7", a good high-waisted items will really help bring up the eyes up here, so the focus is not at the bottom. You also don't want to do high-waisted that's so tight that it kind of exaggerates the apron belly. So you just really want to, you know, try different things and see what works, kind of. But yeah, you want to bring the focus up to the smallest part of your waist, and so it becomes like a distracting, kind of like a little bit of an illusion where people are just not looking at the apron part. Another thing that I love to do, as you guys can see, is I wore a flowy skirt, and the skirt is also high-waisted, and then it has like a little tie. Sometimes when you have a little tie, something that looks like, you know, like a string in the waist, like where you can tie a knot, that can bring people's eyes into that area and versus actually looking at down. So for me, the trick has always been to just find a way where people are going to look up and they're not looking down as much, and then wear something that's flowy like this skirt that you guys are seeing. All right, the next thing that I do is I took this army camel pants that has a thick belt, and so I do it, but I'm not wearing the pants that are too tight. I'm wearing them kind of loose where they're not like sticking to my body, and then I tie that belt and get like a really nice sleek shirt. As you guys can see, it's a lightweight one. Tuck it in, and then tie the belt, and you guys can see it's giving that nice illusion of a nice balance where you're not too focused on my stomach. You just kind of focus on that belt. So that's one of the tricks. Another thing that I've done is sometimes to get bodysuits, but buy bodysuits and go up a size if you need to. What I've noticed with bodysuits, a lot of them can kind of keep you in and hold you in really nicely, but don't get the wrong size, because if you do, you're going to find yourself like just uncomfortable. So you want to go up a size if you need to and wear them underneath things. So if you have a high-waisted pant, you have high-waisted shorts, wearing that can kind of keep you all in underneath. There's also shaping ones now, so they can keep you all in where everything looks really smoothed out and people are not focused too much on your stomach because it's doing the shaping on the inside. So I'll show you guys an example of how you can do that. So I've been using that bodysuit for a really long time, and they've been helpful. The days that I don't feel like wearing shapewear, I'll do that. Another thing is to get some dresses that have built-in shaping, so you don't have to worry about your stomach and stuff hanging because the shaper is in there. So there was a dress that went viral on Amazon that had shaping in it. So this dress flattered a lot of people because it did a good job of kind of bringing the fupa and the apron belly all together and sucking it in to the point where you didn't see that. Another thing you can do is to wear items that have ruching or have some kind of distracting fabric in the front. So something that you could tie in the waist, like wrap dress. Wrap dresses do a good job of kind of disguising the fupa and the belly, and they have that little thing that hangs in the front of the fabric. So that kind of keeps, the eyes on that versus your actual stomach. So over the years, those are some of the things that I've really done that I've noticed that have helped to help with, disguising the fupa and disguising the apron belly and stuff like that. Yes, you can work on losing weight, but what I want to tell you guys is it becomes difficult as you get older. I'm in my 40s now, and it's getting harder, to try to work on that area because the muscle there, especially if you've had a baby or you had kids, the fat there just hangs differently, and you find yourself just kind of like working out sometimes, and it's not targeting that area. So a lot of people end up going to do different treatments. Some people are getting like liposuction, things like Sonobel, where they can try to contour and all that for you with like machines and all that, because it's just a really difficult part to lose and it becomes really like a challenge. But anyway, these are some of my tips for disguising the apron belly. I hope you guys find them helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.